The legendary history of River Cooum.
The Cooum River is one of the dying rivers in India due to the improper sewage system and people's immature of throwing garbages on the banks of river along with the industrial waste occupying all over, causing this beautiful river getting contaminated and polluted with stinky smell and lifeless ecosystems of formations. Before the 19th century, people used to travel in this river and fishing was also a major source of occupation on this river banks. Even they used to spend their weekends on this beautiful shores as if it would seems like a festival event held up. During the Britishers invade India for trading, they even compared this tideless floating romantic river with the English Thames River and even named it as the Thames River of Madras. Let's have a closer look about this history of this beautiful river. This river named Cooum was initially originated from Tamil literature before long centuries ago. It has been described in Tamil literature about the word Cooum, which is referred to be as Koppam and Kovalan. That means one who knows to identify and find the groundwater source and stagnant water course. In the early ages, people had stated that this river was initially the longest river which has been originated from district of Dharmapuri located in Tamil Nadu. And later on, due to the earth's underground turbulence, the river has shifted its state of origin to Tiruvallur district of Tamil Nadu. To be more specific, right now its origin starts from the Kesavaram Dam, which is situated in the Tiruvallur district of Tamil Nadu and reaches the Bay of Bengal streaming by the heart line of the city. Later on, this river has been shortened its course of length to 72 kilometers, whereas 40 kilometers passing from the rural areas, feeding the entire lands of cultivations of greenery crops around the travel length until its destination of fate changes to its contamination of polluted state after being passing through a dam which is located in Paruthipattu village of Tiruvallur district, Tamil Nadu. After being passing out from this dam, the river reaches its massive destructions of contamination and polluted state which travels all along reaching towards the sea via the heartline of the city through Purnamali at the initial, then reaching Arumbakam and crossing Chulamedu streaming via Cherpet, from there passing Egmore and entering into Chindadripet flowing towards Buckingham Canal, and finally with the bad state of debris reaches the Napier Bridge and entering the sea via the north facing of Fort St. George. Before many centuries ago, this river was known as one of the important trading points of location in Madras, where people lived with unity and diversity along with their own rituals and customary traditions. In those days, Mylapore was served as the important port of Cooum River. This Cooum River was also named as Mylapore River because of having more number of ports around this area. But the fact is called the River Cooum as per the documents and records. Then later on, foreigners started to trade entering via this main Cooum River channel from the sea. It has been found with evidence that in ancient times Roman emperors, also the Chinese along with Sri Lankans and North Indians visits this river bank for trading oftenly. The archaeologist has been proven that these facts by collecting the gold coins of Chinese and Romans along with the ancient wine bottles of Romans were found in the banks of this river. Also they have found that the documentary of many ancient temples located in the banks of this river stating that this river water was considered as a holy water of gods which removes sins, and also adding with that this holy water was used for worshipping the idols of the gods. Around the 16th centuries, the Britishers named Sir Francis Drake and Andrew Coggin slowly invade India for trading at initials. Later on they built Fort St. George at the intersection point of Cooum River midst of the Bay of Bengal with sea. As days passed on, the Britishers slowly started to strengthening their trading and building their expansions of kingdom around Fort St. George, and finally grabbed up the entire province with them under the control completely in few years. At this point, the Industrial Revolution was massive, which took the Britishers to put forth the cotton and textile industries in Madras provinces for their own selfishness and cunning behavior for generating revenues. By this, they made the people to settle on the banks of Cooum River, as a result of making this river polluted and contaminated by letting out the cottage waste surplus water passing through the channel. This is how the curse of starting moment was happened for this beautiful Cooum River. Later on, the capital of Tamil Nadu grew massive by migration of peoples from rural to developing urban areas. Because of this reason, in order to avoid the water starvations which required for the growing city, the Britishers decided to move out with a plan reaching their eye of vision on the Kesavaram Dam. This Kesavaram Dam is built on the entry of two channels which split into River Cooum and River Kosasthalayar, both of them ending into the sea via different streaming paths. At this point, the Britishers decided to divert the River Kosasthalayar to Poondy Reservoir for fulfilling the thirst of the growing Madras city. Now at present, this River Kosasthalayar fills up the Poondy Reservoir and then travels and reaches the Choravaram Reservoir, finally reaching the Pural Reservoir and then moving its state in order to join the sea. However, at present this Poondy Reservoir fails to attain the level of massive growth of populated city. Hence, the Chembrambakam Reservoir came in existence for fulfilling the people's thirst of Chennai. The source to this Chembrambakam reservoir is only from the river Cooum till now. This fresh river Cooum, which then streams out from the Paritipattu dam, later changes its personality and gets totally blacked out with stings and sinful looks. Before, it has been stated that nearly 59 varieties of fishes are found in this river. At present, it has grown up to kill any fish in 5 minutes left out in this river because of its contaminated and polluted formations. It has also been mentioned in earlier 18th century that a famous person in Madras named Pachiyappa Mudaliar, who often used to get himself drenched in this clean river before entering the gates of holy god's temple named Komalishwarar, which was located in Komalishwaram Pet. At present, a few years before, the state government of Tamil Nadu in India has requested the World Bank and received some funds in order to clean this polluted river. At the editor's point of view, in this case, it is appreciable that the government had at least tried to bring back to its life, but the funded money was not fully organized in expenditure in a well-planned way, though it was an eyewash because people are not alarmed and not being alarmed still by the government. As a result of 5 years ruling, the next rivalry of party coming into a new commanding authority fails to fulfilling the pledge of cleaning out this beautiful river. The curse of this river still continues and yet to see its hidden beauty of nature for all of us. I bet surely that one day things will change. When that happened, then this would be beautiful major spot of tourist attractions after the Marina Beach in Chennai. The motive behind this real story is to share the information and in order to create an awareness about the importance of river and the real benefits of water. In the present day, global warming has been throttled up everywhere and even climatic of seasons are getting shifted. The icy Arctic and Antarctic ice caps have been endangered. Everywhere dryness is getting created. Thirst of water has already been started in Africa because of vanishing Lake Chand. If we roughly talk about India, we could serve the entire nation and save the fresh water for all the people for years and even after using it for all the purpose on a daily basis. We have the ability to save the water in enormous, but we fail to do so because of national politics issue and interstate political issue. Because of this issue, the state interlink of National River Project is yet to come. Many rivers gets polluted and many rivers ends up in the sea without no reasons of life. Hope that people will start to realize and think that government should be running for the sake of public, the people of India, and not as a business proposal of politics alone. If we want it, then we have to put the government forward to do it. If you want this river to be cleaned and make this as a life-changing beauty among one of the beautiful rivers in the world, then kindly post your useful ideas and comments which changes the course of rivers to our Tamil Nadu government of India and show your voluntary interest and concern for the legendary historic of Cooum river need to be cleaned by taking necessary steps of actions for the growth of ecosystem. Not only this river, there are many rivers in India to be cleaned from this polluted state which has a hidden story behind it. So please kindly start your actions by raising a petition stating your concern and importance of this river by requesting the government to take necessary actions of steps in order to clean the Cooum river permanently. Along with that, kindly post your ideas of volunteerism to below the mentioned emails. Below this video footage, under the description box, I have mentioned the email address of some persons where you can raise a petition stating about the concern of your river in your point of view, and it's to be cleaned, and the National River Project should come forth. And please support it. Thank you.